All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to talk about another headset. This particular one is called the traxx Zone Gaming. Now, you don't see that on the front of the box, but that is what the headset is called when you sync it. Just remember that name, Zone Gaming, as we do this review. So with that being said, let's hop into it and let's talk some tech. Alrighty, guys, so first thing we're going to talk about is a little bit specifications for this particular headset. Now, it does take 2 to 3 hours to charge this from it being completely dead. It does have a up to 6 hour battery life, 3 to 6 hours. That basically depends on how you use it, volume, things like that. It also depends on whether you use the left side or the right side simultaneously or by itself. I think I said that correctly. Anyway, it does have the option to use mono mode. That's what I'm basically saying. Now, only disappointing thing I can say so far right off the back is that this only has a measly maximum of 6 hours of battery life. I was thinking they could at least gave it 12 to 15 hours or something with the charging case, but it is a $10 product at Five Below. I can't even say that anymore because they have J-Bud Airs Pops, Ergo Pops for 20 bucks and a lot of times for $12.99 on sale. And that gives you like 32 hours to 24 hours of battery life. So we can't use that price tag as an excuse anymore. But anywho, with that being said, let's talk some specs. So what comes inside this box, which I have synced it already and used it, so I can give you a more of an accurate description of how I feel about it versus some of the other earbuds. I am going to use other earbuds in this review to kind of give you an idea of clarity and how good these actually are, so you know, especially if you follow the channel. So, only thing comes inside the box is your actually USB-C. I'm actually glad. Let me put this out of the way because this kind of messes with the video itself, the focusing of the Pixel phone. So this right here is actually USB-C cable. About time they decided to do that. It comes with your basic instructions, which you do have touch controls on this particular device. We'll talk about that in a little bit. And lastly, and the most important part, is the headset itself. This little guy right here. So like I said, the USB is on the back, USB-C. Unfortunately, with these cheaper headsets, especially shipped to Five Below, it is on a little angle, this particular one. But I do have 2 pairs of these, and the other one do not have this problem where the USB-C is a little bit tilted. Only reason I'm not reviewing that one is I'm giving that as a gift to my godson. So as soon as you pop it open, there's nothing that you need to take out of this headset, like what's the word we're looking for? Any tape or anything like that. Some headsets tend to have that. Let me push it out of the view so it works on the focus. What happens is these lights actually indicate whether the headset is on or syncing because they sync to each other. And when you close it, these lights actually will brighten up. Now, depending on whatever side is charging, that's why these both will be highlighted. So if you take one out, put it back in, as you can see, it'll determine whether the left side or the right side is charging. And when these lights go out completely, it means the headset is fully charged inside the case. Note also, if you decide to charge this thing, which you will, it will blink 3 times. Like it'll give like 3 green blinking lights. What that basically means is that the headset is charging while plugged in, just so you know. Your product's not defective or anything. Because when I first saw it, I said, what is going on? But no, that's actually the way it is made. Anyhow, to show you more about this product, this is how the headset actually looks right here. Let me see, that air dirt? No, that's just dust. I actually didn't even, why is it so dusty? It's dusty. Anyway, this is how it actually looks, the design of the earbud itself. I'll show you to the left is identical, just on the opposite side, but I'll show you that anyway. This right here is the left side. So there won't be any type, it actually has the emblem right here to let you know what's left and right. There won't be any issue whatsoever being able to tell the difference between these 2 earbuds. Let me clean it off. There's actually dust. That's not even from my ear. So before someone says something in the video, no, that is not for me. Pretty cool headset. These commands are touch. So what we have here is if you tap it once while it's doing something, it'll actually turn the volume up and down, up for the side, right side, down for the left side. If you tap twice, it will play music and it will also answer and hang up phone calls. So just be aware of that. Of course, there is no type of software for this particular headset. That's also something else to be aware of. It does have Bluetooth 5.0 for those that are interested. You get about 33 feet roughly based on the instructions of how far this headset can actually go. Let me show you that in real time what it does. So it shows that it's connected. I mean, it's charging. It does take about I want to say about 1.5 hours to actually charge this thing. Let me just double check and make sure. Nope, 2.3. 2 to 3 hours. I'm actually wrong about that. I forget that there are multiple versions of these type of headsets that I own, and this particular one is not the higher end one. So it's 2 to 3 hours to actually charge this with the 3 to 6 hours of battery life. That's pretty much it. There's no IP rating or anything like that for this particular headset. So that's something to think about. So next thing we're going to do is do the pairing process so you can see it in real time. And then after that, so we'll just take the earbuds out. Some headphones you can actually keep inside the case. I'm not too sure if this is one of them, but just to be safe and for video purposes, we're going to go ahead and pair this in real time. Oops. So you guys can actually see it. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the scan right here. And we're going to wait for it to pop up. Just give it a moment. There you go. Zone Gaming. That's these. That's why I said remember that name, Zone Gaming, because that's what this headset sounds like. That's what it's actually called. Now that it's connected, with Android devices, it'll let you know your battery life in the actual menu of the settings of the Bluetooth. So just be aware of that with Apple. I believe Apple does give you a little symbol in their whenever you connect to Bluetooth and you keep swiping over to the left this way. I guess I said it right, I forget. But when you swipe over, it'll give you a little symbol that shows your phone battery life in addition to the percentage of your actual headsets and watches and things like that. So Apple's a little bit differently. Now, what I will say about this particular headset, especially when it comes to music, I'm not going to play anything because I've already done it. So I'll kind of give you guys an example. Actually, you know what? Let me play something so I can kind of refresh my memory. Give me a sec, guys. End of time, I go crazy thinking about you. I need your love because I'm on fire. All right, anyway. I had fun with that. But what I'm going to say about this headset is in my ear, so I'm talking a little bit louder. If I had to compare these in terms of sound of what they're capable of, I would say it's very similar to the JLab Ergo Pops, but let me finish that statement before y'all go run into the store saying and call me a liar. It doesn't sound as good as the JLab Ergo Pops. These aren't bad though. The moment I put them in your ear, to be honest with you, if these had a battery life between like that 24-hour battery life and 6 hours earbud or something like that, even 4 hours per ear, and it had like a 10-hour in a case or anything, I would use these as primary headphones, just going to and from work and things like that and talking on a phone, because the fit of these are I can't stress that enough, super comfortable. I love the way they feel. And in the last part of this video, I will actually just kind of give you, excuse me, I was indigesting. I will actually give you guys an example of how these look inside the ear, but just the fit. They are so comfortable. Unfortunately, they don't have any type of rubber ear tips for these. They don't come extras inside the box. I noticed that Five Below stopped doing that lately, putting extra ear tips. But when you pop this off, you can find any ear tip that you use for a regular earbud. Don't use the ones for, what are they called? AirPod Pros, because they won't fit this. AirPod Pros have their own little setting. You know how AirPods are. They want to force you to go through Apple, or there are third-party buds you can get. But any type of earbud, for the most part, 90% of them roughly, outside of a few that have a different design, you can just pop it on with no issue whatsoever and change your earbud tip. But just make sure that you test that earbud tip inside of here so you make sure that it does fit, because sometimes when you do that, they don't necessarily fit properly. But like I was saying to you guys before, they sound good. Which is irritating to me is the fact that it only has that 6-hour battery life. But anyway, back to the sound, and we're going to talk about call quality. Call quality, my wife said it did sound a little muffled, where she could definitely tell that I was talking into a headset, though she said it wasn't really an issue. Now, that was during I'm not going to say a clear day, but that was when I was indoors, because there's no clear day lately. I live in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania area, so it's cold and just windy. And when the wind is blowing and cars are going past, she did say she heard other conversations around me, like when someone's standing directly next to me, a little clearer than my conversation with her. So it does pick up a lot of background noise. It'll pick up trains, screeching, cars going past, homeless begging for money, kids screaming and yelling, fights, whatever you can think of. It will pick up those other things, which is an unfortunate thing. But if we're talking about sound and music, yes, it does sound slightly muffled like a cheaper headset normally does, but it still has bass. It still has decent sound. The volume of the headset is actually pretty good if you look at the max volume, and that's where that whole battery life comes in if you have it at 100%. It does a very good job. It has a good feel. Sure, it looks a little cheap, but I like the way it feels. It's a cool design. Headphones like these are normally $20, $30. You have to remember that even though it went to Five Below for that $10 price tag, this is not a $10 headset. This was normally sold for more money because I actually found it online for about $20, $30, but $30, $40 regular price when they first originally came out. But when they go to stores like Five Below and stuff, that's when they're deemed a certain price tag, and then you buy them there. So just be aware of that. And I like it. It's really cool. It doesn't have in-ear detection where you pop it in your ear, it connects or disconnects. It doesn't have features like that, but that's not life or death. Most people don't care about stupid features like that to begin with. They just want to make sure that their headset actually works. It's the perfectionists that really care about if I take it out of my ear, will stop playing. If I put it in, people like that. I'm one of those people too, because I like those type of features, especially if I pay a certain amount of money, but this is actually affordable. And for those that go to Five Below for headsets, and they normally are 6 hours anyway, 4-hour battery life, 5-hour, things like that, this beats out a lot of those headsets there. It's comfortable, it has bass, it has sound, it's cool looking. I would definitely give this to a kid, 100% hands down. I would give this to anyone that has a gaming PC, meaning someone that might have some type of Bluetooth. Obviously, there's better options out there. So let's not sit here and say, well, Ian, there's better, why would I give this? Listen, it's if you're trying to be frugal and save money. That's what I'm talking about. And I'm not disappointed about them. The only issue I had was the battery life. So what I'm going to go ahead and do now is pop these inside my ear so you can see them in real time. And normally I would cut away from this part of the video, but I don't feel like doing that. I'm just going to go ahead and, let's see. You know what? I don't even know how to switch this camera. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it like so you guys can see how they look in my ear and how they feel. Hopefully you're getting a good look at that right there. They feel good. I like the way they feel. They look decent. They feel good. And they're just nice headphones. And I can honestly say that for anyone buying this for a kid, especially for, unfortunately, I didn't see these during the holidays at the Five Belows that I frequent. So I kind of shopped at different locations in the suburbs. And now I'm starting to find all the stuff that the city doesn't get. So that's why I'm just now getting to this, because some people already had reviews on it. But anywho, that is the headset. It's not bad for $10, not bad at all. It would have been better if it was at that $6 price tag, but with the whole LED case and things like that, you can only expect so much. And $10 doesn't break the bank. If you can't afford $20 for the JLab Ergo Pops, this is an alternative. I will say that this fits in the ear way better, leaps and bounds better than the JLab Ergo Pops. But if we're just talking about quality overall, yes, the JLabs are the better headphones in call quality and battery life and things like that. But if you're at Five Below, you see these, you're like, you know what, I want to just pick up a quick pair. My kid needs a headset. They want to hook it up to their Nintendo Switch, which the Switch does have Bluetooth now, for those that are wondering. It'll work for them just fine. And if they have a USB-C phone, remember, this USB-C works for Samsung devices. It works for all Androids, all relevant Androids. It works for the Nintendo Switch. It works for the PS5 controller, I believe. It's universally known, so it won't be an issue and you won't be without it. Even in the car, you can charge it. So anyway, I made this video way longer than I should have, 13 minutes, but it is done. It is something that I suggest that you should get if you're at Five Below and you frequent Five Below and you like their products, then yes, you should get it. But if you're one of those people where you want a longer battery life, 6 hours, 7 hours in each ear, things like that, the case can hold 24 hours or 32 total and all that, then you're going to look for a different product, which I have a list of headphones that you can just review, that you can just look at on my channel, and I'll suggest other ones. Or just ask me in the comment section and I'll let you know. But anywho, that's the video. Like, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I will see you guys in the next video.